am back, okay? I just cannot express how excited I feel to be filming this video finally today because it's been some time, but I can explain why I was gone. The reason is because I am pregnant and I had a horrible time in my first trimester. You might have heard a lot of people saying this, like when they say it, you don't really have an image on how it can feel. It really felt really harsh for me, at least. I had so many planned videos for YouTube and I couldn't do any of them because, as you can imagine, I was just literally laying in bed all day, unable to do anything for my business or for YouTube. I felt nauseous like most of the time and very tired. But the good news is I am back, and I thought about like what kind of a video can I do for today, because obviously I have to share this journey a little bit with you. And as you can tell, I'm extremely happy, and I thought about what better way to share a video about how did we know if we were ready to become parents, or how can you know when you're ready to become a parent? Because it was something that I think a lot of people think about and worry about because they want to be 100% sure. But I guess the first thing that I can tell you is that you will not be 100% sure. Like, I don't think you will ever be like, yeah, I'm 100% sure. There will always be maybe 1% of a possibility that you might not be ready, but that's completely fine. There's actually a checklist that you should go through. I think it will really highlight the answer to you, like if you're really ready or not. The most important thing that you should know if you're ready is that how are you emotionally? Like, are you emotionally a stable person? Are you where you want to be in life? Once they're born, like, I sacrifice this for you, that for you, and that's just not the parent that we should be, I guess. It's not the child's fault. You know, you took the decision to make the child and then you're blaming the child for it. And that was the first thing. So I had to be at a good place in my life, financially, emotionally, also physically. Like, I had to be ready physically. Am I strong enough to become pregnant, you know? Honestly, all of those answers were kind of answered for me. There was just one part about my career path, like, am I ready to maybe not be as present on my business? And the answer was actually no, I'm not that ready, but I guess I will never be that ready because this business is not going to get somewhere very quickly. So I have to kind of devote more years into this for it to grow. And am I really willing to wait like a few more years of my life, or just like jump in this wagon and just see how it goes? And I was okay with that. Emotionally, I did a lot of inner work on myself because I come from a trauma family. I was not raised up in the best ways. I went through a lot of strict parenting methods, and that was just really damaging for me as a person. When I grew up, I had to overcome a lot of traumas. I'm still coping, trying to cure myself and my wounds, and I just did not want to like reflect any of that on my child. And that's why I had to do a lot of inner work on myself, and I'm glad I did that. I'm still doing it. But I was at a good place to say, okay, yes, I am able to give love to another person, and I'm able to control my feelings and not be sad about my past all the time. Obviously, open my heart to a new soul. I wanted to be also sure that I was able to be a parent that's just like always very supportive and allowing the person to have its own personality, because that was just not a given thing for me. It was completely new, and I had to discover myself later on in life. Like, what do I even like, because these were things that were dictated on me, so I don't even know what I like anymore. And I didn't want my child to be like that. Like, I just want my child to discover her own personality. And I think that's one of the most important things. Like, if you want to become a parent, be always this emotional support person for your kid. Do not try to dictate your views, political views, religious views on your child. Honestly, just teach the person to be happy. That's it. And for that, you need to be happy first. And that's exactly why I say first focus on yourself, read more books if you need to, do more meditation, go on more walks, but just do that for yourself, first of all, so that you can be more present for your child later on. Be ready to give unconditional love. As you can imagine, not everybody gets to experience unconditional love. There are people who have certain metrics and they evaluate their kid according to these metrics. And if they pass those criteria, they get some sort of a reward. And that's not unconditional love. love isn't transactional. It shouldn't be. Give lots of love to your child. I've never heard anybody say, I was loved so much by my mom, it created a trauma in me. No, it's always lack of something, lack of love, lack of respect. Having a child is also a financial decision. I know that the child only needs love and that's it, but of course you want to offer a little bit more. Make sure that you're financially stable and ready, because it will cost. Like, it's not gonna cost a lot of money at first, but once the child grows, so will the financial burden of a child, and make sure that you're ready for it. Number 3 is how you are with your partner. This is so important because you are not going to just become a mother. Your husband is going to become also a father, because it's going to change the dynamic of a relationship, whether we want it or not. That was one of the scariest things for me, and that was the only thing that I was so afraid of. So make sure that you resolve all of these questions in your head. You talk it through and just like are on the same page when it comes to parenting. One thing that I had experienced personally in my childhood was that there were a lot of conflicts, and my mom and dad were acting like enemies instead of just being a team. So you being a team with your partner is so important. That I can tell you 100%. How you resolve conflicts, if you scream at each other already before having kids, so maybe you should rethink, like, if you're really ready, because that's just going to add so much chaos into the child's life, and you don't want that probably, do you? Also, how you will parent the kid. It's very important. So if you're like, yeah, I want to do a gentle parenting, and your husband is like, no, I will do strict parenting, you should definitely talk that through. Another thing that I think you should think about is, like, how do you imagine your life once you become a parent? How will your life change? In what ways? And what scares you? Because this is important. Am I going to be able to go to workout? Are you going to be able to? Well, if you have a supportive partner, honestly, yes, you can. I see so many people all over social media. They're like, oh my God, my life is over now. Like, I cannot do anything. I cannot take care of myself. This is all because of a bad relationship. That I can 100% tell you. If you have a supportive partner, then you will not have these issues, because you will prioritize each other so much. Honestly, my husband's well-being is so important to me, and so is mine to him. He's like, I want you to live long. Same. I want him to live long. I want him to be healthy. And I want the same for the baby, obviously. But we have to be a team and support each other in the best way possible, so that we can actually achieve that. So if I don't take care of myself, don't go work out, don't have my time alone, I will not show up as my best self. And he knows that. And I know that he also needs his time, so we're going to have to create a balance. If we need a third person to help us, like grandparents, of course, why not? It takes a village to raise a child. Maybe you don't have that village, but it's okay. Try to get the support that you need. Like, if people offer you help, just don't deny it. I know that it can be like, yeah, I did it all on my own. Honestly, nobody will applaud you for that. It's fine. You know what I mean? There is this mother pride. No, I gave up everything for you. I mean, it's not good. It's not good. It doesn't make you a better mom just because you gave up everything. Just because you sacrificed from your own well-being, it does not make you a better mom. And the last thing that I can tell you guys is that it is very, very important to find your own ways. Everybody has an opinion on this topic and how you should raise your kid, or what kind of a birth plan you should follow, or this and that. Like, there are just so many opinions out there. There are just so many people who are against C-sections, supporting C-section, all kinds of epidural, all that, like so many things. And it can get very tricky sometimes. That's exactly why you should follow your own heart. Like, you can educate yourself, but these people are not like doctors, or they don't know really anything sometimes, and they just talk because they just follow the certain things, so they think it will work for you, but it does not mean that. Try to find your own way to navigate your journey. Try to enjoy the period also of pregnancy. Next week, it's going to be 20 weeks, so it's like 5 months old. And honestly, I'm just like starting to take a deep breath just now, because I had a very difficult time of pregnancy, but this does not mean that it will be the same for you. So do not even take my experience as an example of anything, because everybody is so different. By the way, I'm having a girl. I forgot to tell you that. I'm really happy. Like, it's just such a beautiful change, and change is always scary sometimes, you know. It's going to be different, of course. Once the baby is born, of course, it's going to take a while to adjust. It's not just going to happen all in one day, and my body will take time to get back to itself before being pregnant. It's normal too. And just like enjoy it. You know, your baby will be a day old for one day. You know, just the time will pass and then it's not going to be a baby anymore. Just enjoy it, you know, as much as possible. And that's why take care of yourself. That's all that I wanted to share with you guys. Hopefully you like this video. If you like it, make sure to subscribe to my channel. It would help me a lot. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and also my business account, Dolore. That's where Dolore comes from. Give me some ideas on what I can film on the next video. If you like me to share more of the motherhood journey, I would be really happy to. And yeah, I'll see you on the next one.